This morning on the Morning Blend, we have Wade Stitt with us, who is the Director of Crisis Services for LifeWays Community Mental Health. Wade, thanks so much for joining us. I want to start by, social isolation is taking place, and I'm wondering how that impacts people's lives, especially their mental health.
Absolutely. Social impact, we know can have a significant impact on someone's mental health or life in general, right? Making sure that we are paying attention to any signs of depression or anxiety that may come from this, which some of that is a bit normal right now. But certainly that making sure that in this social isolation time that we are paying attention to our mental health and our health in general is going to be important.
And when should people reach out for help, though?
Yeah, absolutely. And as I mentioned just a second ago, that it can be kind of common to have some elevated anxiety right now. But I think that when you look at when is the right time to get help is when those symptoms of depression or anxiety or other things get to the point where it's impacting your daily function, your ability to function, right? Taking care of your family, or if you're working from home, or hygiene, or even having suicidal or even sometimes homicidal thoughts are a clear indicator. It's time to reach out to a professional.
I'm curious if you could give some tips for people who are under social isolation and feeling maybe lonely.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just even looking at it from the perspective of folks that maybe are not experiencing a mental health disorder can be difficult, right? But making sure that we identify coping skills and ways to deal with being alone, finding activities, doing things like making sure that we're at the same time, and some of that routine stuff is going to be important. And making sure that you're reaching out to family and friends with some of the awesome social media stuff and platforms that we have today.
What about real quick tips for parents?
Absolutely. How difficult for them right now, right? With school being out, and I would encourage parents to look at having some leeway with their children, but to also make sure that they're adding structure to their day, right? That's what's happening at school. Create that structure at home as well. That will
Okay.
help for sure.
All good tips. We're going to, of course, put your information on the bottom of the screen. We appreciate you taking time out to talk to us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.